Attorney General Pam Bondi believes that the man who threw the sandwich at the officers in Washington, D.C., who, of course, Jeanine Pirro, the former Fox News host who is now the U.S. Attorney for the District of Columbia, has charged him with a felony. But Pam Bondi thinks it's a little deeper than that, right? This isn't just some random guy throwing sandwiches. Oh, God, no. This, ladies and gentlemen, according to the Attorney General of the United States, is part of a deep state plot. Plot against what or against whom? We don't necessarily know. We have to assume probably Donald Trump. But apparently, this deep state plot to throw one sandwich at one cop, I guess, has been in the works for years. And we finally got him. We got the sandwich. But here's what Pam Bondi, again, the Attorney General of the United States, who clearly is not well, this is what she put on social media. If you touch any law enforcement officer, we will come after you. I just learned that this defendant worked at the Department of Justice. No longer. Not only is he fired, he has been charged with a felony. This is an example of the deep state we have been up against for 7 months as we work to refocus the DOJ. He's going to be acquitted. Let me just tell you that right now. That man is going to be acquitted. I hope. I'm like 98% sure the dude's going to be acquitted because they're going to realize these are trumped up charges. Hell, the judge may not even accept it and may dismiss it. Who knows? But this guy is not going to go away for years. But a deep state plot, right? The deep state sandwiches, which honestly kind of gives me a idea for a new sandwich shop in Washington, D.C., if anybody's interested in investing in that. This is ludicrous, and not the good kind of ludicrous. This is insanity. This is a mentally unwell individual telling us that a guy who throws a Subway sandwich at a cop is part of a deep state plot that she has been rooting out for the last 7 months. A mentally unstable person would think something like that and say something like that. And yet this is the enabling Attorney General of the United States who does whatever Donald Trump tells her to do. And of course, Jeanine Pirro, obviously, in her announcement that this man was being charged with a felony, she did it on video, right? Because she's a TV personality. You got to be on video. She said this: "He took a Subway sandwich about this big and took it and threw it at the officer. He thought it was funny. Well, he doesn't think it's funny today because we charged it with a felony assault on a police officer. So there, stick your Subway sandwich somewhere else." And yes, she did read it like she was reading a promo for Fox News. But here's the thing. The DOJ, by firing this man, says that if you touch a cop, we will come after you. Right? That's what Pam Bondi said in her tweet. This is the same DOJ that has a man working for them who is a pardoned Capitol rioter, a man by the name of Jared Weiss, who I talked about a week ago. Body cam footage has been released showing that he is on camera, a police officer's camera, encouraging people to murder Capitol police officers. He works at the DOJ. How is encouraging people to kill cops worse than, or not worse than, throwing a sandwich at a cop? Right? You ask anybody on the planet which is worse, throwing a sandwich at a cop or encouraging violent people to go and murder cops. And I think every single one of them is going to tell you that what Jared Wise did was far worse than what Sean Dunn did. But Sean Dunn is facing felony charges now, and Jared Wise is working in Pam Bondi's DOJ. So apparently it's okay for some people to touch cops. I mean, Trump pardoned all the Capitol rioters. 400 of them had been charged with assaulting police officers. They're roaming free around the country now. Are we just going to pretend like that didn't happen, Pam? Huh? We don't want people to remember that? Well, we do. And we're always going to remember that. Because yes, there are violent, dangerous people roving the streets of the United States. They just all happen to be the ones that Donald Trump gave pardons to. And for the record, Pam, again, Some of them are working for you now. Thanks for watching, everyone. You know, we're inching closer and closer to 1 million subscribers, and we're aiming to hit that goal before the year closes. So if you aren't subscribed to the channel, please do so, and don't forget to like, comment, and share. Thanks for joining us as we head towards this huge milestone.